I lived in US for a decade, and when after graduating with my master's in biomedical informatics, I thought that I'll go and purchase a new car, and that's when I realized that how complex it is in to
Mm-hmm.
understand the dynamic pricing of a new or a used car.
Mm-hmm.
It is not as simple as like going to, for example, a Safeway or a Fry's or a Walmart, where basically
Mm-hmm.
the price will be relatively the same, no matter whether
Mm-hmm.
you're buying it in New Jersey or you're buying it in California. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Having a little bit of the state taxes here and there. But
Uh-huh.
if you look at buying a vehicle, even in like the same geography region across like
Mm-hmm.
2 to 4 different dealerships, the prices varies humongously, even if you are looking for the same car.
Correct.
That was a
Mm-hmm.
realization, essentially frustration, and the challenges what I saw as part of the dealership manipulation,
Mm-hmm.
which resulted into the inception and launch of CarConciergePro. And so I spent about 7 to 10 working days to really negotiate and get the lowest priced vehicle for a brand
Mm-hmm.
new SUV, which I was looking for back in 2017-18. And then I
Okay.
got back and I was into my healthcare domain and all my startup world, etc. But then people started coming back to me from the social events and social gatherings that Neil, can you help my wife? Can you help my
Mm-hmm.
mom? Can you help my sister? Because it is really difficult for them to go and work independently or like negotiate independently when five other people are like coming and trying to give them
Mm-hmm.
a price which is not a realistic price.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange, we'll pay for your consulting fee. That was the aha moment that how can we create a platform along with a consultative based approach where the entire focus would be on cost savings as well as on convenience for the clients.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a brief update from Om that you're looking for one of the pre-owned Lexus, basically,
Mm-hmm.
with less than 10,000 miles. And
Mm-hmm.
currently the listing link, what he shared, the price of the vehicle was close to like 49, $48,000. And the
Mm-hmm.
objective is to ensure that we can get the most value for our money, a car, like also, which is like a best deal, not the
Mm-hmm.
best deal, essentially what the dealership talks about, but an actual rationally reviewed and logically proven best value for money. And that's what we do. We act on behalf of our clients to first of all do an entire detailed market research. So we go
Mm-hmm.
out and look at all the inventory options available based on your preference. So we are an inventory free model. So we don't have any biasness to sell what we have. We don't have any biases where we are going to get kickbacks or commissions or incentives from certain dealerships. So we are make and model agnostic. We are manufacturer agnostic. We are literally working on your behalf, just like how you will hire a lawyer and expect that he or she works on your behalf. Exactly like that. So once we know your preference in terms of the make, model, or certain different options you are looking for, color, packages, trim levels, etc., we go out and look at different availability of the same car from multiple dealerships and list them down detailed in a Google spreadsheet. And in about the next 5 minutes, I'll share my screen, walk you through how we have done for a previous client, and take a pause to get your questions so that it can be more interactive dialogue over here. And once we have all the listings out there, then we figure out, okay, what are the prices at which these listings are? Because the
Mm-hmm.
online price, what you see, versus the total price, including the taxes, title, registration, license fee, all of that is quite different. And that
Correct.
is where dealership makes the most money in terms of adding all the miscellaneous jargon, convenience, window tint fee, ETCH fee, security fee to
Mm-hmm.
go up the actual cost of ownership of the vehicle and increase the profitability in the margin. And we review and dissect the entire quotations. I think someone wants to be added. No,
Oh, hold on. This is me.
sure.
This is my wife's
Okay,
Zoom, but
trying
it's
from
me.
another device.
All right.
This is as soon as you said, Neil, that you're going to share your screen, I was on my phone and I
Oh,
would not be able to look at your screen just on my being my phone. So I
oh,
dialed
yeah.
my
And I think
laptop.
now our videos will also be visible to you.
Yep, I can see Om, I can see you,
Yeah.
and I can see two other people as well. So
Yeah.
good.
So
Neil.
both of them are part of the team.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Neil, मैं एक बात पूछता हूँ पहले.
Bolo.
Are you in India right now?
Yes, I'm in Bangalore, India right now.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude, what's the time?
It is 4:45 in the morning.
भाई हम एक और कन्वीनियंट टाइम पे भी कर सकते हैं हम. मेरी रात
But
को 9 बजे.
but we do this like 24/7, 365. So our team works, some of our team members which are based in India, they work
Okay,
yeah, based on the eastern zone as well as the mountain zone, and
okay,
we ensure the full coverage. So I'm up
okay,
when I'm in India all night, when I'm in Dubai half of the night, when I'm somewhere else. So we'll adjust accordingly.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. Let's do this. And
Yeah.
Om, you are in US or you are somewhere else?
I'm based out of Toronto.
You're in Toronto? Okay,
Yeah,
good. So you are in the same time zone like
yeah,
me.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
we share the same zone.
Okay, okay, cool. Sorry to interrupt.
No, no, but it's good. Thank you for being considerate.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes. So, as I was saying, detailed market research, multiple options getting listed down in a Google spreadsheet along with the miles and the price of the vehicle. And then we negotiate with the dealership to get the total price, which is called OTD, out the door price. And then
Hmm.
look into either financing, leasing, or paying in cash.
Okay.
Do this
So
entire, yeah,
what I'll do now, Neil, when I understand that this is something which you do professionally,
yeah.
I'll tell you, I was just looking at a car which my dear friend Krinesh, वो मेरे बाजू में बैठता है ऑफिस में. उसे बोला, "संदीप भाई, गाड़ी खरीद रहे हो?" मैंने
हाँ
कहा, "हाँ भाई, बोलो क्या करूं?" कहता है कि रुको, मैं एक फ्रेंड है, उससे पूछता हूँ, वो आपको कुछ अच्छी डील दिलाएगा. मैंने
हाँ
ठीक है. तो उसने आई थिंक ओम को बोला, और
yes
फिर ओम ने आपको लूप इन किया.
yes
तो मैं मेरा आइडिया क्या है, मेरे को 7 सीटर चाहिए. आई हैव अ फैमिली नाउ, दो
हम्म
बच्चे हैं, एंड देन दे आर ग्रोइंग अप. सो मेरे को 7 सीटर चाहिए. इज दैट समथिंग व्हिच इफ आई टेल यू जस्ट अ रिक्वायरमेंट, यू विल बी एबल टू टेल कि ये फिट बैठेगा उसमें, एंड जरूर, और या फिर आपको चाहिए कि मैं बताऊं कि यही कार मैं देख रहा हूं, देन यू विल बी एबल टू रिसर्च लाइक हाउ डज
no.
योर मॉडल.
Yeah, yeah. So it's very, very fluid and very, very dynamic in nature. So if you
Okay,
say, because I can correlate with you, I also have now two kids. And so if you're looking for a seven-seater with any particular feature, whether you're looking for a hybrid gasoline, right? Whether you are looking for like Honda, Toyota comparisons, or if you're looking for Lexus, Acura, Infinity comparisons, or if you're looking for BM, Audi, uh, Mercedes comparisons, or a combination of all of those. Or you can say, no, no, I don't care about the make. What I'm actually looking for is basically the box space. That is like this much trunk space I need, or
mm-hmm.
I need like the what we call the captain seats, or I need a complete three-seater altogether so that the kids can shuffle around. So whatever your dynamic requirements are, you share it with us,
Okay,
and based
perfect.
upon that,
So
we can list down all different options. Yes.
okay, amazing. So I'll tell you the requirements then. I'm not
Yeah.
married to. I was looking at Lexus because it's a good brand,
Okay.
trusted brand, but I'm not married to Lexus per se. So my
Okay.
requirement is 7 seater. Hybrid is preferred,
Okay.
but if I don't want gas, I already have an Audi right now.
Okay.
I have an Audi Q5, which is on gas. and I'm in suburbs now. So if you lived in New Jersey back in the day, you know everywhere you have to drive. So I'm
Yeah.
looking for an electric car or a hybrid,
Okay.
seven-seater. Um, I do not want Honda, so that's a no.
Okay.
Um, I don't. I also not prefer Hyundai. So I'm
Mm.
looking for. I went to test drive Toyota Grand Highlander. It's not a no, but it's also not a yes. So it's in between. Um, and then I liked. So when I was looking at Grand Highlander, someone recommended that hey, if you're looking for something better than this, go and test drive TX 350. So
Mm.
that's where I was doing research of 3S. I have not driven the TX 350. I saw on the road and I liked it.
Okay.
But also Audi I do not want because I already have one Audi. But
Okay.
if in the price range, if a good model is
Mm.
there for a Merc, I do not mind that as well.
Okay.
But the basic requirement is seven-seater, hybrid or electric. Even I was doing my research. Kia has an electric EV9.
Yeah.
If it's big enough, where the third row also has enough capacity for someone like 5'5" or 5'6". I'm taller than that, but I'm not going to sit in the back end. But if my kids grow up and
Mm.
they're 5 feet, I
Mm.
don't want them to be squished in the
Yeah.
third and we have enough trunk space. And that's where Grand Highlander, TX 350, they are like almost 200 centimeter or 203 centimeter. Like they
Mm.
were fitting into the bill.
Mm.
Um, Now, what else? I do not mind pre-owned
Mm.
or lease.
Okay.
And pre-owned, but I don't want pre-owned like 70,000 miles driven.
Okay.
Um, it should be in the range of like 10,000, even 12 to 15,000 is fine.
Okay.
I'll stop to see if you want to ask a question on my requirements because I may be missing a thing or two.
No, so for that, we have a little bit of a dedicated and a process-based form, which we
Mhm.
can go through it in detail. But I encapsulated and collected all the requirements, what you just outlined right now. And that
Okay,
gives
I see it.
yes, so just shared it in the notes as well. And
Yep.
that gives us a starting frame of reference. And
Mhm.
in this, what we also do is we list down all different, for each make, how many different models can be in alignment with what you have just outlined. And
Yep.
we can come up with a list of about 20, 25 different options. And then theoretically, we can say, yeah, kind of interested, not interested. Maybe let's schedule the test drive or send me the detailed photos and videos. And then
Yep.
from there, from 20, 25 different options, which are first coming as the initial review, we narrow it down to the top five, top six, top seven. Then maybe we ensure that we coordinate test drives for you based upon your availability, or get the detailed photos, videos, all of that, so that you can have a feel and look at it. And then we put it down to the top three or the top four. And that's where we initiate like review, detailed market listings, market inventory availability, the pricing and everything. And then the top two or the top three options, we go and do the entire negotiations. And then you can pick and choose based on the value, based on the current options, incentives, pricing, what we are getting. And then we can eventually move towards the deal closure in terms of reviewing of the contract and signing the paperwork with the dealership. We also review the final contract being sent by the dealership to ensure that whatever, like the last 5 days, 10 days, 15 days of efforts, what we have done, they just don't change the pricing at the very last minute, because they will
Okay.
say X and but they will give you Y based
Yeah.
on again the experience. So we are there at every step along the way till you get the keys
Oh,
to the vehicle and you are happy and
okay.
stepping out of the dealership.
Amazing. This is ऑलमोस्ट आई वांट टू से लाइक अच्छा हुआ कि कृतेश ने मेरी स्क्रीन देख ली ताकि अदरवाइज उसको पता नहीं चलता कि मैं गाड़ी देख रहा हूँ और मेरे को पता नहीं चलता कि ऐसा नील और ओम कहीं पे है जो हेल्प कर ये सब करते हैं फॉर
He
फॉर
has got
प्रोफेशनल
habits.
व्हाट्स दैट ओम
He has got some habits.
हाउ डू यू नो कृतेश
He's a close cousin. So yeah, I know him. Mere, like from my paternal side. So.
सो आपके चाचा का बेटा है?
दूर का मतलब वैसा भी नहीं, बुआ के।
ओके, मतलब यू
या
नो
but you
हिज
know it.
फैमिली,
Yeah, that's
क्योंकि
right.
गुजरात में सभी फैमिली तरीके से।
That's right.
That's the best part I love, by going to Baroda. Okay,
Yes,
cool. So how do we take this forward, Neil? Tell
sure.
me what do I need to do. Tell me when do we need to connect.
Yeah.
Happy to do, like happy to connect over phone as well. You don't have to work in the night. I can work in the morning as well.
Correct. And so, kind of moving aside all the formality with respect to the demo and the spreadsheets and everything, I can take 15 more minutes and walk you through that.
Sure.
But fast forward to that in terms of the next step is I'll also share the screen and collect a little bit more on the client requirement set. That means what you are in detail more looking for. And again, it can evolve based upon the review and the feedback. It's an iterative approach. The
Okay.
communication from our side, 80% will be primarily on email throughout the day so that you can review all the listings, you can review our queries, all of that. And as the business owner, I will be marked in all the emails. So I'm looked in as to where we are moving along the journey for each and every one of our client to ensure that you are getting a seamless experience.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to where the rubber meets the road. Essentially, it is a $998, which is $1,000 all inclusive concierge consultative fee. $500 paid as the beginning of the engagement, and then $500 once you get the car and you are fully satisfied with our services. So that is
Okay.
how the model is, and that funding sustains our business operation, team salaries, etc. We don't get paid by any dealership, nor we have any affiliations with any of the manufacturer. So we don't know from which dealerships you will be buying, from which zip code you'll be getting, because everything is so dynamic. It again changes based on the inventory availability, your preferences, as well as the final deal closure, what we are having.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
But we
sense.
ensure, sorry?
As I said earlier, I was not expecting this to be a free ride. So
Yeah,
I'm actually happy that I'm paying for something which I'm getting so that I also have a say in this. Otherwise,
absolutely. Yes.
sometimes when you're trying to take someone's help or someone's, then you feel obligated, that मैं आज phone करूँ नहीं करूँ. At least I know that I'm paying for these services, and then I can say no as well to certain things.
Absolutely. And there is a tier one, tier two, tier three, L1, L2, L3 support as well. All right.
Okay.
L3 definitely me. And so you can call us any time throughout the working hours. So we work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time, right? So that's why the team members are also on the call. So it is
Okay.
not that like just for your call we have been up or we extended our working hours. We ensure that we are able to serve and cater to our clients because 95% of our clients are based out of US and Canada. About 5% of our clientele is based out of Dubai. So that is how
Okay.
we are offering our services at the moment.
Okay.
That being said,
Amazing.
yeah, this is the model. Let me just share the screen so that you can have a little
Huh?
bit of a, I would say, visual approach in terms of how this would look like as we move forward. Let me know once it is visible.
Yep, I can see it.
Yep, perfect. So this is our website, and Om will share the link so you can go through it. We have been able to negotiate over $4 million now and 650 plus clients to date. These are all the reviews which we have on Google with respect to all the detailed services what we have offered to our clients. So please
Mm-hmm.
do it time permitting. All the brands we work with, we simplify the car buying service. We simplify the selling also. So if you need
Mm-hmm.
to sell your existing car but want to get the highest appraisal value, completely opposite of buying the vehicle,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
we take care of that. We take care of the leasing as well. And we are serving across US and Canada. We have been very grateful to be featured across various media and publications. We have also written an ebook talking about our journey, what you should be looking for in your car. That's me. That's my partner on the tech and the growth platform. And this is our ethos, right? So we work for our clients and we do not promote any specific cause and negotiate every deal with complete honesty and integrity. We
Mm-hmm.
your preference is at the forefront, which is cost savings and convenience. Plus, we offer a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. So there is a refund policy here. Please
Mhm.
review that. It's basically that we are always supportive, will communicate all of that. These are all the services what we just discussed. So I'll quickly come to the car buying, where we also look at certified pre-owned as well as a used car buying. So
Mhm.
for you, as you are looking at less than 10,000 miles or 15,000 miles, we'll also look at if we can find any certified pre-owned as well, and then compare both the CPUs as well as the used one and see where we are getting the value, right?
Perfect.
And this is where the three steps are. We do a detailed curation, what we just discussed about in terms of understanding your dream color package and features. We work on getting the curated deals. Once you decide, then we negotiate further, and then we ensure a hassle-free purchase. And then also we do some value for money analysis. I'll show you in a little bit what does that mean. This is the pricing which is there on the website itself. The curation is 700, but of course there is a $200 off discount. So that
Mhm.
becomes 499, which includes market research, inventory availability, and curated deals, followed
Mhm.
by negotiation, which is 499, followed by which is price negotiation, lease negotiation, deal closure. So we'll also look at the APR. So if you're looking to finance the vehicle from the dealership, so should we go for the dealership financing, bank financing? Of course, you are in the financial sector itself. So I'm preaching to the choir here, but yes, we
No, no,
negotiate.
you're not preaching to a choir. Sometimes what happens, Neil, that we are so engrossed into our own work, we
Yeah.
don't know what's happening outside. I
Okay.
work for Chase, as you know, as Krinesh works for JP Morgan Chase, I also work for JP Morgan Chase.
Correct.
Sometimes we're not looking out of the box.
Yeah.
Sometimes those deals are out there, and you being professional here, you would know whether this makes sense or something else is out there which I can tap into and get the lower price.
Absolutely.
I'm not married to JP Morgan to buy. Like I bought the house and I did not take mortgage from JP Morgan. I went outside. I did the
Okay.
whole negotiation on my own for that.
Okay.
So
So you are open to exploring different possibilities and seeing where we are.
1000%.
Okay. No.
जहां पे भी नील भाई जहां पे भी पैसा बचेगा मैं
हाँ.
चाहे गुजराती नहीं हूँ पर मेरे अंदर गुजराती ही है अंदर एक जहां पे पैसा बचेगा ताकि मैं उसको लेके मार्केट में लगा
ठीक है. एंड वहां से फिर बेटर रिटर्न मिलेगा हमें.
हाँ
हाँ.
एग्जैक्टली वहां से
Right.
क्यों क्यों पैसा बर्बाद करने का किसी और को देख
करेक्ट. और कोई ऑब्लिगेशन थोड़ी है कि वहां पे काम करे तो वहीं से लेना, राइट? तो
बल्कि वहां पे नहीं करना है वहीं से पैसा लेके वहीं पे वापस देना तो क्यों क्या फायदा है
बात सही है. ठीक है. हाँ. तो ये दिस आर टू सेपरेट
ओके
steps what
अंडरस्टूड
I shared with you. This is a combined step, which is basically for someone who says, I don't want to do two separate transactions. Neil, I trust you. एक बार 998 दे देते हैं and खत्म करते हैं. And this is the price for the trading. Okay. And again, this is the six steps, which we have also briefly discussed here. The reasons why to choose some of the add-on services, what we have, what our clients are talking about, FAQs again. With you, I'm just doing very, very high level quick
या
review.
दैट्स फाइन
So this is our client reviews. So this is across all social media, all Google reviews, Facebook, LinkedIn, text, email reviews, which we have received to date. So you can kind of again segment that. And so these are all the reviews which we get from our clients, all the support what we have got, all the love what we have received. Essentially, clients love us, dealership hates us because we negotiate every single profitability and the margin from them. I would recommend it to first-time car buyers. We are very happy with Kia Tellurides. We have done G-Wagons as well. So in terms of the car values, we have started at about $20,000 value vehicles all the way to a million, 1.5 to 2.3 million is the highest luxury vehicle which were negotiated on behalf of one of the NFL player to date.
कौन था
It's NDA, sorry, I will not be able to disclose, but
दैट्स ओके नो आई एम जस्ट किडिंग
हाँ.
इफ यू
So
आस्क मी द सेम क्वेश्चन कि हम कौन से क्लाइंट से डील करते हैं माय आंसर विल बी द सेम इफ यू टेल मी द क्लाइंट नेम देन आई विल प्रोबब्ली नॉट आई विल स्टार्ट डाउटिंग whether I'm talking to the right guy so you do
Yes, all other clients are over here. Their first name, last name is also here. So so this is something where about 50% clients are only feel comfortable giving the reviews as well as like talking openly. And
Yeah.
about 30% of the clients keep it very, very low key. They are
Hmm.
HNIs, UHNIs, and say that even once we complete the deal, they ask us to delete all the email and text correspondence. So we oblige and we follow the protocol as well. Yeah.
Got it.
So we are very flexible based upon how you like. And some clients are very, very happy that they will also share the selfie with us, right? So,
Okay.
but we
Awesome.
get the consent before we post any of the reviews over here. And this just continues, right? While I'm even talking, like there are so many reviews which we have, and all the calculators are here, all the best negotiated deals are here, the media features, FAQs, blogs,
Hmm.
all of that is there. And then we also have corporate. So we have certain small to mid-sized businesses where we take care of the fleet management as well as corporate leasing because they want to give new cars to the president, VPs, and directors every quarter or once every 3 years. So they
Hmm.
reach out to us and let us know prior hand, and then we take care of ensuring that wherever across the US or wherever across the Canada, the vehicle needs to be shipped and delivered before that particular date. We take care of that. We also have certain clients where they say, okay, my daughter's 18th birthday is coming, and the car should arrive at our doorstep at 6 in the morning with a red ribbon on it, so that I just step out and the car is there. So, till that level of detail and logistics and date and time is what we are able to cater to.
Got it. Okay. That's
So,
awesome.
thank you. Just a second, I'll just quickly share some of the working documents which we have had for certain clients, which again, as discussed, I'm allowed to share. So we'll do it in a bit. I'm just opening those up. Over here, again, let me share my screen. Yes. So this is one of our client. Just let me know once you are able to see the screen
I
and
can see it.
a lot of yellow color. Sorry for that bright color.
No, that's okay. I can see
Yeah,
it.
but this is one of our clients. Her name was Maddie. She was also looking for a RAV4. And again, I can show you certain Lexus, but as you said that you're not married to Lexus, also wanted to show you some of the dynamicity, what we work with and how it evolves for our clients as well.
Hmm.
So she was looking for multiple different trim options over here, also different exterior color preference, interior color preference. A zip code, she was not limited to only from this zip code or the state, which is this one is in Arizona, but she said anywhere across US, if I get the best deal, I'm happy to work and need the vehicle as quickly as possible. And she just gave a timeline of 1 week. So some client says, okay, I'm not committed to timeline. Get me the best deal. Let's work in a systematic and step-by-step fashion. Some client says, let's finish it as quickly as possible. So you can see how many must-have features she came with. Exactly very in a similar format of what you have just outlined in a little bit
Hmm.
that, okay, what you are looking for in terms of miles, in terms of the color. We did not have discussed about the colors yet, but we'll come to that in a little bit. All of those. So we look at the clean title, especially for the pre-owned. We also have to understand it has to be a clean Carfax, and we just don't rely on the Carfax anymore because again the Carfax can be adjusted unfortunately these days. So we look at a detailed dealership inspection report, and also we
Hmm.
look at PPI, which is pre-purchase inspection report. So these are the level of reports what we review before even we transfer a single dollar to any dealership for any vehicle, to ensure that we are not going to face any engine or any transmission or any
Hmm.
big or the I would say financially challenging issues in the car once purchased. So that level of detailed review will take place as and when
Okay.
the time comes towards the final negotiations with the dealership. So all these preferences were encapsulated and collected, and this is how we do the listings. So this is where you will see that, okay, on which date we are listing, where these vehicles are available, what are the stock options, whether it's new certified or pre-owned, which city it is based out of. So you can see one of the dealership what we found was in New Jersey as well. And then this is how we also outline all the exact features of what you're looking for. So we manually review All of this to ensure that the features what you're looking for is there on.
Good. Awesome.
Yes, and
I
then
would need this kind of detail so that sometimes when you are asking me requirements, it does not strike. But yeah, sunroof is something which I would like to
yeah,
have. This will help me also
mm,
to identify what are my needs.
right. So we'll go through that in detail, whether because New Jersey has little bit snows throughout the season. So are you looking for ventilated front seats or seat warmers, right? A remote key control, remote
Yep.
turn on of the vehicles, right? So that the car is like warmed up even before you enter into the vehicle. All of those things we'll go through it in greater detail. Are you
Okay.
looking for 360-degree view camera? So when you do the reverse or when you put it in parking from the geo satellite, the entire 3D view of your vehicle along with the surround is displayed on the
Yep.
screen so that it brings more safety as well as a support in order to do the proper parking or parallel adjustments as well.
Mhm.
So all those things can be discussed. And then this is where we list down all the miles driven, the prices, the dealership name, the Carfax link. So you can see that we look at the accident status, very, very critical for a pre-owned car. We look at how many owners were there. So how many previously
Mhm.
people have driven. Again, as we are looking for a like mid segment high end luxury vehicles, we ensure that those are not rental vehicles because they are being used very, very
Yeah. Yep.
rentably. Like
Yeah.
people will get the rental cars from enterprise or any other
Airways.
airways or etc. And so we ensure that these are the personally leased or personally financed vehicles. We do a cross verification that it's not smoked inside or it has been thoroughly cleaned and ready to be proceed. So who we are speaking with, what is the availability look like, what is the initial total price coming including taxes and fees, what is the quotation, what is our comments, like that. So this is how we do that, and then you can see that this were all the other options which were there, but which was segmented out, not preferred, can't sell. So some of the dealerships will come back and say they cannot sell out of state. So we move it down. And while we also negotiate, you can see how many vehicles were sold. So we are never afraid of vehicle getting sold because we know that one vehicle will be sold, the next will come. That's the law
Yeah.
of nature. राइट हम जो बोलते हैं ना कभी भी ट्रेन लड़की और बस के पीछे नहीं भागना चाहिए
नहीं भागना
तो हम ये भी बोलते हैं कि गाड़ी के पीछे भी नहीं भागना चाहिए
परफेक्ट है मैं ऐड कर दूंगा अपने उसमें
ठीक है so this is the value for money. So we look at what was the MSRP of the vehicle, how much the vehicle has been depreciated in terms of the discounts what we are getting. I mean the revised price after the miles have been driven. Where that looks like, what are the key features on each of the vehicle. Let me just zoom out a little bit so that you can see the complete review together, right?
Mhm.
So this is where we can understand very visually that, okay, how the numbers are trending and what it makes sense for us to take it forward. So these were the final four dealership for this particular client of ours. We also
Okay.
helped her understand what is the difference between these two white colors. So it looks very, very similar when we talk about a white exterior, but for
Yeah.
this particular model, one was a matte white, one was a sparkling white. So we asked her what is your preference. So we sent a lot of photos and a lot of videos over text messages to ensure that she gets the clarity before we proceed forward.
Got it. Okay.
She was also not sure about the trim level comparison. So we did the detailed trim level comparisons over here as well. And then this is where you will love it because I know you work in the financial industry. So we do this exactly, but on a very, very small level in terms of creating a plot, which is a regression curve here between miles and price. So you can see that any of the vehicle options below this red line is the one to go after the negotiated price.
Understood.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
This is amazing.
thank you. This is one of a kind. And I'll just leave you with this. So, this is how many options we created for one of the other client of ours, where he said, I'm not sure which one I'm looking for. Can you list down all the luxury vehicles out in the market with a budget of $80,000 to $100,000? So we created all the Mercedes, all the Beamers, Porsches, Genesis, Audi, Land, Cadillac, Volvo, etc. Right? And then he just put his comments. So this is where we will start with respect to you. We'll list down all different options, 7 seaters, PHEV, plug-in hybrid or EV with good sitting space in the third row up to 5.5 inches. And then from there, once you shortlist some of those ones, then we'll go through it in detail.
Perfect.
Okay. All
This
right.
will be awesome.
Sorry?
This will be awesome. If I can get something like this
Yeah.
and to choose from, and then tell you what my requirements are, so that you can start fitting into the picture.
Correct. And here is the requirement form, but we are too early right now to fill this out. But once we
Okay.
shortlist like 3 to 4 different vehicle options, we'll be asking whether what's your timeline, what is the year you are looking for, what is the miles, any packages, drivetrain, color
Mhm.
preferences, any must-haves. Essentially, you will also start understanding and helping us out. Okay, these are some of the packages
Okay.
definitely looking for. What is the search radius which we should look for? How are you planning to purchase the vehicle? And then your name and number. So then once we get this, the team starts working on the other front.
Okay. I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, let's say मैंने बोला कि मेरा search कहीं पे भी हो सकता है. How
Huh.
do I need to go to get the vehicle, or you would arrange to get the vehicle somewhere close where I can go and pick it up?
Yeah. So agar, let's say if it goes beyond 200-mile radius, which is then it is not practically possible to go and like pick it up, we get it delivered in terms of shipping. But there
Okay.
is the extra cost of shipping. It is $1
So
per
what's the
mile.
cost?
Yes, $1 per mile.
Oh, $1 per mile. So that was
And
one.
that is for the open shipping container. For the closed shipping container, it is $1.5 per mile.
क्या
So
difference होता है इसमें?
So
Open
like when if I just give you an example, when we drive on the freeway
and.
between
Mhm.
different cities, you would have seen large trucks,
Ah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you will see like 6 to 7 cars put up and you can visually see them because it's open container. And sometimes the containers will be box, which is
Close.
like
Yep.
completely opaque and transparent, or not transparent. Then it is closed. So closed में क्या होता है कि from the freeway or from the dust and the dirt, none of the debris will hit your car because it's completely in the closed container.
Yeah.
In open container, there is chances that some of the debris or the dust may be collected while it gets delivered at your doorstep.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Second question. Um, I'm not question, it's more a comment in the requirement. I'm not looking to buy something in a week, but मेरा टाइमलाइन ऐसा कुछ हार्ड डेडलाइन नहीं है कि मेरे को एक हफ्ते या 2 हफ्ते में चाहिए, पर मेरे को 6 महीने बाद भी नहीं चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं
नहीं
है
नहीं
कि मैं.
नहीं नहीं, हमारा एवरेज टाइमलाइन इज बिटवीन 2 to 3 weeks, जो
Okay.
हमारा नॉर्मल स्टैंडर्ड है. Based
Okay.
upon, because we it takes about a day or two to get the communication back to you,
Mhm.
but we are working 6 days a week. Every single day we touch base with all of our clients to see
Okay.
where you are and what you are. And if you say, okay, I'm not available on weekdays, let's just review it on the weekends, we can do it that way. But I'll also give you a heads up that a lot of dealerships, especially on the East Coast, are closed on weekends,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I know. I
Yeah,
know. Tell me about it. No one works on Sunday here. I don't know
yeah,
why.
exactly. Compared to the West Coast, where dealerships are open on Sundays as well. Yeah.
So, just extra information. I'm actually traveling to starting tomorrow till
Okay.
Saturday, but I'm available. If I have to take a phone call, if you send an email with an Excel sheet, I may not be क्योंकि मेरे सिर्फ phone ही होगा, मेरे पास laptop नहीं होगा. So
Okay.
I may not be able to look at that. But if you send something tonight till tomorrow, my morning till 8 o'clock, I can look at something.
Hmm.
But after that, I'll be on the road, and
Correct.
I'll be back on Saturday.
Huh. So tonight it will be a very, very close call because the
Yep,
team is just winding up for the day.
understood. Yep.
But we'll create this listings, and what we'll do instead of putting it in spreadsheet, which is a little bit inconvenient while you are on the go, we'll create a very simple text message for you to review and make it convenient. Or we'll open the spreadsheet on our side, give you a call, and kind of have a
If Om is around, if Om wants to give me a call,
yeah.
is it Om or Om? How do I say your name? Om?
Home. Yeah,
Om, है ना? क्योंकि spelling
सही
AUM
बोला
ऐसा लग रहा है तो management है तो. But if Om is around, he wants to give me a call, I can pick up the call. That's not a problem.
Yes, yes. And don't worry, all of our team member also has a US number, so you can call them, text them anytime.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, including me. I have both the US number, UAE and India number. So
I'm
very, very
hoping I don't disturb the boss and I can work with Om and Akansha or other people.
okay, sure. Yeah, but happy to consult anytime. So
Okay.
we'll initiate the process. What we'll do is first, let's spend a day or two. You see how we are curating and giving you different options. Once you are comfortable and say, हाँ नील भाई आप सब ठीक लग रहा है, चलो I'll make the $500 first payment. Then you make the
Right.
payment. Then we go with the
And
detailed.
what's the mode of payment need? कैसे payment करना?
Yes, so पेमेंट हमारी वेबसाइट से ही है डायरेक्टली या
Okay,
तो आई कैन रेज एन इनवॉइस टू यू पेबल बाय क्रेडिट कार्ड डेबिट कार्ड और वाया पेपल.
done.
Yes,
Okay.
and as soon as you make a payment you'll get the invoice and everything which you can also use it towards your expense.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we are the officially registered entity out of Arizona as well as in Canada. Yeah, so we do
Okay.
file all the taxes. Uncle Sam को भी पैसा देते हैं, सब कुछ करते
अंकल सैम बहुत पैसा लेते हैं
हैं,
आजकल.
बहुत
अलग
पैसा लेते हैं. यस.
आजकल बहुत प्रॉब्लम करेगी अंकल सैम.
हाँ.
ठीक है.
ठीक.
Done. Cool. Anything else?
No, that's it. Any queries you have before we conclude?
Not right now, but I'm sure मेरे दिमाग में 4 क्वेश्चन
हाँ,
और आएंगे, and then I
ठीक
can
है.
send you an email or I can send home the text,
Yes,
whatever
yes.
works. Okay.
What I'll do is I'll just quickly create a email thread ताकि सब रहेंगे. तो
Done.
you can put it over there. But if you need to have a quick communication, then आप ओम को भी मैसेज कर सकते हो, टीम मेंबर्स को भी मैसेज कर सकते हो. मैं क्लाइंट हैंडबुक भी आपको भेज देता हूँ.
Done. Perfect. That'll be awesome.
ठीक है.
And you will send me the link of your website as well?
Yes, I'll send
Yeah,
you the
I
link.
already did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
ओम इज फास्ट.
Home is
ओम का
home is
नाम वो मेडिटेशन होता है बट सेल्स के मामले में वो एकदम क्विक है.
perfect.
ठीक है.
This is awesome.
ओके.
Cool. All
कूल.
right. Again,
थैंक
thanks
यू.
for doing the call in the night.
या
Thank you.
थैंक यू. हैव अ ग्रेट इवनिंग.
You too.